Here I am, back with another one. What's up, everybody? How are we doing today? Tonight, this morning, this afternoon, this evening, whatever time of day it is for you, or night. All right, today we're going to talk about CMOS, what it is, and why it's important for us to consume on a regular basis. Little background. I first found out about CMOS through this guy called Dr. Sebi, who's no longer with us. And he was a vital source of information for health and food, like the essential foods that we need to eat to literally eliminate cancer and eliminate all diseases, right? This guy is no longer with us. Why, you ask? All the conspiracy theorists are like, oh yeah, he was killed. Yeah, he was killed. He was killed in jail, sadly. He was poisoned, I believe. I think that's the word. But unfortunately, he was very prominent, and he was a huge weapon against the massive pharmaceutical company and the industrial complex behind that. It's massive. The FDA, they're all like intermingled. It's a freaking nasty pasta sauce of grossness. Anyway, I love pasta, but that ruins it. You know what I mean? That ruins it. Puts a bad taste in my mouth. But I learned about Dr. Sebi through Nipsey Hussle, who mentioned him in one of his interviews on a radio interview he had. And I saw it on YouTube. Somebody posted it. And I'm like, Dr. Sebi, huh? Let me look into this guy. And sure enough. Anyway, so that's how I learned about CMOS. And plus, I saw other videos, and some of them are harder to find. I don't know if they're gone or if there's just been so many uploads that they've washed out the old Dr. Sebi videos. The original ones, I guess. Don't know. They probably deleted them for the reasons why I'm sharing this with you, because it's so important. So it's algae, and it's a form of seaweed. This particular product I'm sharing with you is composed of 3 different sea mosses. So you got Irish sea moss, and you got burdock root, and then bladderwrack root. So those are all the sea mosses that I'm talking about here. And I'm not like specifically speaking on any one in particular, but this product that I'm sharing with you has all 3. All right, and the 3 benefits that I found most fascinating. Well, the first one, this one contains 102 minerals. Crazy. 102 minerals that your body needs. Our bodies are composed of 102 minerals. And you're saying, Shane, wait, this product has 102 minerals? Yes, that's what I'm saying. So it's composed of all the minerals our body is composed of. And it's like, what? It's really that crazy. And it's hard to find about this product. Let me tell you, I went to my local library. I asked the library, and I said, look, I'm looking for CMOS. Do you have any books on CMOS or any information I could find here about CMOS? Guess what her answer was? After searching for 5 minutes, which for a librarian searching for 5 minutes, she was searching a lot. She looked everywhere. Like, she was typing faster than I could think. Like, freaking sounded like a machine gun. Just typing. She's like, look, the only thing I could find is something on Amazon. I'm like, wow. But I still took a chance. She showed me the section. I looked through the section. None of these books mentioned CMOS, and they were supposed to be like these health books or whatever. Now, granted, there was a lot, but I probably went through 20 of them. Not one of them had any mention of CMOS. And out of the 20, there's probably like another 30 more. But just to show how hard it is to find something that I thought should be common knowledge, but it's not. All right, so it's composed of 102 minerals. Now, there are certain sea mosses that are composed of less minerals, and it depends on which sea moss or sea mosses they use. So like I said, this one's composed of 3, and within those 3, it's composed of 102 minerals. So that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying like just one sea moss has 102 minerals, which may be the case, but I don't know. I'm not an expert, but I know for this one, because there's 3 different types, it hits everyone. All 102 minerals that our body needs, right? It's awesome. Okay, and the second thing is increased energy. I was like, okay, let me try this thing. Let me try this product. And after the first day, I've read articles and reading saying it should take, 2 to 3 weeks for you to see results. For me, it was like, I took it, and then the next day I woke up, I was like, okay, was that just a fluke? No, but since that point, it literally lasted, like, it started for me the next day. The day the product arrived, I ate some food. I'm like, oh, well, I'm gonna try this stuff. I took the 3 pills and went to sleep. Not directly after, but a few hours after. I consumed my meal, consumed my dinner, went to sleep, woke up, and I'm like, I feel a little different today, but in a good way. I was like, kind of well rested, but it was just like I'm like, okay, this feels good. So then from that on, it's just been like compound interest. It's just like, it's awesome. When I don't take it, it's not like a crash, but it's like you know what I mean? It's like, woo. So now the warning is you can't overconsume it. So you got to stick with the recommended dosage, because you could mess with your hormones by your thyroids, because your thyroid produces hormones, right? And if you consume too much of it, because there's a lot of iodine found in seaweed, and this particular seaweed has a good amount of iodine. It's like what you need, and it could cause, if you have too much of it. Granted, just stick with the label and what it says to take. So just do that and you'll be fine. But yeah, freaking increased energy, and it was just like, it wasn't like a coffee hit, but it was just clarity, focus, and then probably a month afterwards, I've had a few knee surgeries. I've had about 6, plus some knee injections. I mean, totally in the knee injections, we could say 11 procedures, because each time they went in there, they drained the swelling, and then they added a cortisone shot, 3 in my right knee, and 2 in my left. I don't recommend you do that. But anyway, if you're dealing with that stuff. But anyway, so after about a month, I would say roughly, I definitely noticed like my body just felt stronger. And apart from any other supplements, I didn't change anything. I was already consuming good food. I just continued that, and just everything felt better. So, including my energy, I didn't notice that. Just, you're like a rock star. You're like cranked up to 10 all the time. And it's not like uncontrollable, because like when you work hard, when I work hard, I'm exhausted at the end of the day. I just sleep good. So it's not like it's not something that won't disappear. Like if you really work hard, your body needs a rest. You get your sleep, you wake up, boom, you feel great. It's not gonna cause you from sleep deprivation, because there's magnesium in there too that helps regulate your sleep, and I'm telling you, it's wonderful. It's a wonderful product. All right, the third thing. This is what you want to hear. Most of you want to hear this, because a lot of our population's overweight, so people want to lose weight, right? Now, there's no secret. There's no cheat code. You got to put in hard work, but there's a few things you got to change, right? You can't just consume sea moss and be like, oh, my metabolism's through the roof. I can eat whatever I want now. That's such a childish mentality, and it's not going to improve your overall outcome, right? Yeah, there is an increased, like I noticed my metabolism does increase because my energy's up. It's like everything is just like, let's go. It's great. But it's not anxious feeling. It's not like, it's relaxed, it's calm, it's confidence. It's like all the good things that you want, right? Anyway, so this product will increase your metabolism, and I've noticed that. Like my metabolism changes based on my activity, right? When I'm more active, then it's freaking through the roof. I just eat food, and I'm like, it's nonstop. And this thing does up it up a little bit, and it's noticeable. So when I'm taking it, I do have to consume more food. So anyway, I mention this because there are things you have to change as well. Your diet. I'm not talking about some stupid diet plan like, I don't know, all those different diet plans they have. They're all the same. They're just renamed and, structured a little bit differently, but it's the same basic principle, and they're all trash. Lifestyle change, understanding you're eating poison, and this is going to be the outcome if you continue eating that, and having this conviction, understanding like, the more I eat of this stuff, the more likely I'm going to have this result, which is a very bad result. And those results I'm talking about are the most common causes of death, right? Now we all die, I get it. But how do you want to go out? Do you want to go out like in a hospital, struggling for your life, your final days and weeks, or do you want to go out just like in your sleep, boom, like you gave it all, you know? And now everyone, and like that's not a critique or anything. I'm just saying, like, there are people that spend years in hospitals. I'm talking about years, or even several months, and that all could have been prevented, you know, through diet and making the right choice. And granted, most people didn't know. So I'm here to tell the people, listen. I'm not a doctor. You don't need to be a doctor to know this information. This is just common sense and having an ear and eye and mind to learn and understand common things. And all these things I practice. So like, you don't even practice what you preach. You're looking at it, okay? Yes, I do. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I am. Everything I've talked about, I've done. These are things I've done, I've used, and I love. So this is one product I love. And I want to share this with you because it's going to bring out something magical inside of you. But, okay, diet, real quick. Stay away from sugar, eliminate sugar. Completely get rid of sugar. Get rid of it. Stop. It's poison, it's toxic. In every form, alcohol is a form of sugar. It's fermented sugars. Get rid of it. Stop it. You don't need it. Yeah, I just want to relax. Dude, alcohol does not help you relax. It's a suppressant, which means you're suppressing something that you need to deal with, and it's only going to backlash later. And it's like, again, compound interest. The more you suppress, the worse the blow up of whatever you're suppressing is. So just deal with your problems, handle your shit, and stop being a baby and looking for avenues to escape. Face your problems, okay? And that, whether that's sugar, whether that's alcohol, whatever the bullshit is, just get rid of it. It's bullshit. You know it's bullshit. Stop it. The next thing, quit eating fast food. And it's not because it's fast food, but the oils that they use. And oh my gosh, this information I'm going to share with you, you're going to be blown away because it's sickening. When you go into the market, the grocery store, wherever you go to buy groceries, even Whole Foods is guilty. Don't be so caught up in the label and the smoke and mirrors and all that BS, because even in those places where they do actually have good produce, there's also a very dark side of it where they have, doesn't matter what it is, it's just the quality, the product itself, whether it's organic or inorganic, it's still a shit product. Those are the oils you consume, and they're on virtually everything you eat. And I say that because start looking at your ingredients label. This is the most important thing. Okay, when you want to find out what something is composed of, you look at the ingredients label. Look at the ingredients label. See what it's composed of. The food that says the label on the front, whatever it is, it should match on the back. If there's a bunch of stuff that doesn't make sense to you, you already know it's poison. Sorry, I hate to say it to you, it's poison. That's the reason why you consume that enough times. You're going to create deficits in your body. Those deficits are going to turn into cancer or disease or ailment, atherosclerosis, heart disease, heart failure, dementia, all these things that are preventable. They are preventable. You got to stop eating these foods. Have to. Soybean oil, awful. Any vegetable oil, corn oil. I'm talking safflower, sunflower oil. What else? Shoot. It's not a big list, but it's all that stuff. You'll start seeing all those oils in the foods that you once liked. Those are all going to cause cancer, disease, and ailments. And it's simply how they're extracted. They're cheap and they're easy to produce, but how they extract them, they use immense heat and pressure, which denatures them, and a denatured cell in our body. Think of your DNA. When it's denatured or it's mutated, that's called a cancer. The DNA could change. So if you're eating stuff that's denaturing your body, such as those oils, it's destroying your body, in other words, it's going to give you benefits of things that you don't want. That's not a benefit that you want. Oh, but it tastes so good. I love it. I love these chips. Oh. Bro, calm down. No. I love this candy. Oh, stop. I love this box of shit. Stop it. What you have to do is look at the big picture. Okay, the big picture is your health. Our time here is limited. You don't want to spend time in a hospital. It's expensive. And nobody wants to be there. Nobody. Like, there's a million other things you'd rather be doing. I guarantee you doing dishes you'd rather be doing, right? Or cleaning your house or room, whatever. There's a billion other things you'd rather be doing than in a freaking hospital. Because you lost all your control. At that point, you're at the mercy of the people taking care of you. Because you couldn't take care of yourself. You decided, oh, I'll be whatever. I'll just tough it out. I'll drink this Monster. And I'll drink my beer on the weekend. I'll be cool. Like, grow up. You sound like a fucking idiot. So have some sense and listen to what I'm saying here. These words are meant for a purpose. And this purpose is to listen, okay? Too many people like to jump to conclusions. Like, oh, you got good genes. You never... I'll outwork anyone around me. And that's not just a flex. It's just the truth. I'm not trying to brag or boast. That's what I do. I move, I hustle, I grind, I put stuff together, I get shit done. I don't care who you are. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. I don't care where you're from, who you are, what your last name is. I will out-compete you. I just will, okay? So these are things I'm sharing with you because a lot of you are too soft. You're like softer than a freaking Pillsbury doughboy. I can't even say his name. I don't pay attention to that shit. But some of you are so in love with that cheap-ass shit. It's disgusting. It's fucking sick. And the worst part is, you do everything else great in your life. You provide for your family. You're taking care of your family. But then you let the taking care of yourself go. You think like, oh, it'll be fine. Stop it. Be smarter than that. This is information you could take and critique. You don't even have to agree with me. Just take this information and be like, let me think about this. Let me look into this. And you have time. Stop that bullshit. Oh, I don't have time in the day. Anyone that has social media right now spends way too much time already browsing. Thank God I've been disciplined enough to, when I browse, I have timers in my mind. And I'm also learning as I go. So, food for thought. I encourage you to do the same. And you'll have a lot better, productivity and in everything you do. Okay? So, there you go. Now, limit your distractions. Okay. So I say that because this pill will help you lose weight. It'll increase your metabolism. But if you're replacing it with shit that I just warned you about, and those are just a few things, but those are the most common things. Okay, I'm not going to get into too much detail. You eliminate those things, you'll be great. You're set. The fats you need to eat, these are the ones you need to eat right here. Listen, avocado oil, coconut oil, olive oil, grass-fed butter, organic animal fat, and organic ghee or ghee butter. I don't know how to say it, but you know what I'm talking about, the GHEE butter. All that has to be organic, and it's got to be extra virgin everything. You don't want just shit oil too. So make sure you're choosing, yeah, it's going to cost more, but what's more valuable to you, health or spending time in the hospital away from everything you want to be doing? Paying for surgeries that you could have avoided, but you decided not to because you wanted to eat this shitty food to put you in a freaking hospital bed. Anyway, it's very disturbing. So stop this bullshit. Grow up, handle yourself, take care of yourself. It's the most easy, basic thing. Just learn how to say no to stuff around you. It's called self-control, okay? Self-control, self-discipline. How much do you actually care for yourself? Do you let others just walk all over you and destroy everything you're trying to build up? Or do you have some self-respect, some dignity, to where you have a standard, like, no, this is how things are going to go. If anything less than that, I'm not going to accept. Boom, there you go. I just saved you trouble in the future. Now, we've all been there, so you already know this. All right, so now this is the first right decision you're going to make. For some of you, like taking this first step is going to be the first right decision for you to make. And when you decide to take this first step, you're going to see like, okay, damn it, the Shane guy, he was right about that. You can say whatever you want. I don't care. You can hate my guts. Listen to these words I'm saying. Your body is a temple, okay? It's a temple. And the best way to honor that temple is to take care of it mentally, physically, emotionally. Hit the gym. Learn how to fight. Women, just find a physical activity you like. Men, dude, you gotta be strong, but not only strong, you gotta learn how to defend and protect your family and the ones you love. You have to. It's not like it's an obligation. It's not an option. You don't have that option. That is who you're built to be. If you're anything less than that, you're not living up to your potential at the minimum. And these are minimums I'm talking about. This is basic shit. And women should be, taking care of themselves too. And if you love somebody in life, this is how you would direct them. Show them the things that you consume. The good things, and tell them to avoid the bad things, of course, And you're like, oh, I'll eat this stuff sometimes. Like, what the hell does he know? He's not a nutritionist. He's not. Dude, you guys don't need to be a nutritionist. And most of those guys are bullshit anyway. Some of them are bought out just to tell you shit you already know. And it's shit that's not even true. So this is something I've tried, and the guy that tried to show the world died, and the other guy that was going to make a documentary about Dr. Sebi was also killed. So go figure, like, what it is all behind this bullshit is they're trying to conceal the truth from you, and this is just one thing. I mean, Dr. Sebi talked about a lot of things, but he spoke highly of CMOS, and I know why now. I freaking know why. So regardless of who you hear it from, again, if you hate my guts, I don't care. You don't like my voice, I don't care. These words are important to know. So, follow for more. This information is second to none, and I try everything I explain to you. So, take it for what it is. The supplement's down below. Click the link. It'll take you to the Amazon link. You'll get the best price on it. It's less than $20. So, try it out. But you gotta give it the whole month, okay? For some of you, like for me, it responded really quickly, but for some people, it might take 10 days. It might take 2 weeks, but be consistent. Don't skip days. If you skip a day, don't double up. Just go, just don't skip again, So just make it a routine. And with the habit of routine in that, it's going to trickle down into other things. It's going to be like compound interest, right? So compound interest is like one of the mysteries of the world, but it's a beautiful thing, and that's how both good things work and bad things. It's just a matter of what more do you do? Are you doing things to protect and improve your future? Or are you doing things to neglect and take away from your future? Essentially, those are your two roads. There's no middle ground. It's either good or bad, because in the long run, it'll show, like, oh, that's actually bad. So find out quick and early, and do some research. I don't have time. You do. Stop it. You do have time. It takes a few minutes. Boom, boom, boom. Anyway, that's it for today. Like, comment, share, subscribe. See you on the next one. Be good to yourself. And whatever it is you do, do with love.